A small village called the Land of No Man existed in the heart of Africa. No man has been born in this village called Haka in decades, except for the aged 60-year-old man named Oji. There lived an old fat woman who cooked very delicious soup and served the villagers. She had a rule that anyone coming to visit her knocks 3 times and enters the house with their back. She owns the most successful business in the village, which was her soup business. She was extremely friendly to the villagers and dashed out her soup on discount. One fateful day, a young brave woman named Aladi was determined to find the solution to the fact that no woman has been able to conceive a male child, and their little village is going on extinct. Aladi started asking old wise women questions about the village, but no one seems to know the reason why no male child has been born since decades. She asked the only man who lived in the village for 60 years, but he seemed not to have a reasonable answer, except that his mom was a vegetarian who fed on only vegetables throughout her life. Frustrated Aladi has only one person to ask, the village soup maker. She arrived at her door, knocked 3 times and entered with her bag. After asking the woman, she stood up to leave with no reasonable answer, but turned around to ask one more question. Why do I have to knock 3 times and enter with my bag every time I come into your house? The soup maker's countenance changed and turned aggressive. She replied swiftly, "That's how it's been." Aladi left with so much suspicion. The next day, Aladi was determined to know what was going on in the soup maker's house. She snuck up at the soup maker's door in the evening and peeped through her door. What she saw shocked her. She saw thin hands growing out of the soup maker's body. Each of the hands held a spoon and stirred a soup in a very large pot. The soup maker chanted happily, "This will remain the land of no man, and the last man standing will be gone soon." Terrified Aladi turned to run, but one of the soup maker's hands drew her into the pot of soup. The soup maker said to her, "Since you have decided to be stubborn, you will become a soup." She laughed and stared Aladi inside the big pot. Aladi sighted a wooden spoon hanging from the pot. She took it and hit the clay pot so hard that it broke, and all the soup spilled out. The soup maker collapsed immediately. The pot crashed and screamed. Her 10 hands disappeared, and the villagers ran into the house. "What have you done to the village?" Aladi asked the old woman. The soup maker confessed, "I made every woman barren of a male child when they drank my soup, because no man wanted to marry me, a fat lady." The soup maker was banished from the village, and her evil house and cooking materials were demolished. The pregnant wife of Oji went into labor and bore a male child. End of my story. Like and follow my page.